As AI becomes more a part of our daily work, a question naturally comes up. What does this mean for us? This is a short foreview, just a simple look at the idea of partnership between people and AI agents.
So let's just get right to the big question. Do AI agents replace humans? You hear this a lot. It's a common concern.
And it's a very natural question to ask. Our goal here is just to look at it calmly, to bring a little bit of clarity to the conversation.
So, to start, what are we even talking about when we say AI agent? Well, it's a system that can take actions to achieve a goal. It can figure out the steps and work through them, especially when the tasks are well-defined.
Now, because these agents can act on their own, it's easy to see them as, well, independent. But there's a really important distinction to make here. The ability to act on your own isn't the same as the ability to be responsible for those actions. And that changes how we should think about this.
And that really gets to the heart of the partnership. The agent handles the action, the human holds the responsibility. They each have their own role.
Okay, so let's look a little closer at this partnership, how they actually work together.
An agent doesn't just start doing things, it needs direction, and that comes from a person. The human role is to set the goal, to decide what good looks like, and to put clear boundaries in place.
And once that direction is set, the agent begins its work. It has a simple loop. It looks at what's happening, decides on the next small step, takes that action, and then checks its progress. It can repeat this cycle over and over, which is great for handling repetitive work.
But notice, the agent isn't setting its own purpose. It can't change the goal it was given. So if something unexpected happens, or if there's a risk involved, the accountability for the outcome, that stays with the human.
Let's make this a little more concrete with a simple example. Think about something like operation support.
So imagine there's a team, and they have an agent helping out. The agent's job is to manage the routine, day-to-day stuff, tracking the status of tasks, making sure things are moving. It just works quietly in the background. But then, let's say something unusual comes up, something the process wasn't designed for. The agent pauses, and a person steps in to review the situation. They use their judgment to decide what to do next.
And this example shows that division of labor really well. The agent is bringing speed and consistency. The human provides judgment and responsibility.
So this really frames the agent as a tool, not a replacement. And to see why, it helps to look at both what it's good at and what its limits are.
The benefits are pretty clear. Agents are very good at reducing repetitive work. This lets teams move faster, and they can handle structured tasks at a scale that people just can't. But there are also clear limits. An agent doesn't understand intent, the why behind a goal. It doesn't weigh values, and, as we've said, it can't take responsibility. It's important to see these not as problems to be solved, but as just part of what this technology is. These limits are what define where the human role is still essential.
Okay, so let's just take a calm look forward.
It's likely that agents will be able to do more on their own over time. But as that happens, human oversight and direction actually become more important, not less. The need for clear goals and clear responsibility, that doesn't go away.
And that brings us to the end of this brief foreview. The idea here is that this is about partnership. Agents can handle the actions, but humans provide the direction and ultimately the responsibility.